Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It seems like the Bermuda Triangle has been solved, or at least it moved a little bit eastward from where it um, supposedly is, and that is by Portugal's coast. A lot of things disappear in that area. Let me tell you what exactly are disappearing in that area. This article comes from Business Insider from today, June 23rd, 2022. Russian oil tankers are reportedly disappearing from tracking systems near Portugal's Azores Islands as dark activity skyrockets amid Ukraine's war. So the new Bermuda Triangle is by Portugal now, moved, as I said, across the Atlantic in the by Portugal. My God. At least 3 Russian oil tankers went dark near the Azores Islands in the past 10 days, Bloomberg reports. Turning off a ship's tracking signal is flagged by the US Treasury as a tactic used to evade sanctions. But how do they know that? Oh, they have to be tracked. So much freedom. Oh, it gotta be controlled, right? Daily dark activities by Russian tankers has skyrocketed since the invasion of Ukraine, data shows. Several Russian oil tankers have disappeared from tracking systems near Portugal's Azores Islands in the past 10 years, Bloomberg reported Wednesday. Turning off a vessel's tracking signal, also known as going dark or dark activity, has been flagged by the US Treasury as one of several practices used to evade sanctions in the maritime industry. By turning off its location data, a ship can obscure its final destination or hide other details about a vessel's movements. The 9 Azores Islands in the Atlantic Ocean are part of Portugal, about 1,000 miles away from mainland Europe. The EU bans on Russian oil does not go into effect until December, leaving major oil companies like Shell and BP to largely self-regulate with mortal sanctions, as Insider has previously reported. So BP and Shell, they are self-regulating. It's like getting a bank, there's nobody there, and say, guy, you just do your own transactions over here. Nobody's going to be looking. You just self-regulate yourself. What's the code for the vault? I will self-regulate myself. Oh my God. While it's unclear exactly why the tankers went dark. Is it unclear to you? It's not unclear to me. That's for sure. And I'm pretty sure it's not unclear to you, but to this guy from Business Insider, this woman, Hannah Towie, it's very unclear. While it's unclear exactly why the tankers, because they don't want to know where they're going to go. Where gonna be, who gonna be the buyers? What the destination is? Isn't that clear enough? Hannah, is that Hannah? Hannah Montana? It's unclear exactly why the tankers went dark. The tactic could be used to avoid public backlash for trading with Russia, even if the transaction itself is legal. Well, data adds somewhere, like our phone calls, they are somewhere stored, you know what I mean? They don't get lost. And then they're going to retrieve that information when necessary. And they're going to say, hey, remember that? Where'd you get that from? My bad. Yeah, okay. Additionally, tankers containing Russian oil could be transferring the cargo to non-Russian vessels. I said that for a long time, as many buyers try to avoid any affiliation with Moscow. When they said about the ports have an embargo and they can't do this and they do this and they don't do this, I said they would probably transfer it somewhere in the high seas over there somewhere, and they'll transfer it from this to another one that is okay, and that's going to be the delivery. They're going to come close to the port, transfer the oil or whatever they carry, boom, and the other ship, which is a legitimate one, going to transfer it, going to go and deliver it. What the? Dark activity by Russian-affiliated oil tankers has tripled since the invasion of Ukraine, according to data from Windward L, a maritime risk consultancy. Before the Ukraine war, Russian crude oil tankers averaged about 1 dark activity per week. the windward data shows. You see, it shows. They can look back. That's fine. Between February 24th and May 24th, the weekly average skyrocketed to around 10. So tenfold, the report says. Super yacht linked to Russian oligarchs also have disappeared from the tracking system in recent months. In late May, a Russian gas tycoon's $150 million super yacht reappeared near the Canary Islands 2 weeks after it stopped broadcasting its tracking signals. All vessels of 300 gross metric tons or more that sail in international voyages must install tracking technology commonly referred to as an automatic identification system, according to the International Maritime Organization. You know what the Russians are going to do? They're going to do their own international maritime organization. Then Russia, China, India, and they're going to say, we don't recognize your shit anymore. You don't recognize us, we're not going to recognize you. We're not going to follow your orders and whatever policies you have, since you're not going to follow ours, and you can take whatever measures you feel like against us. That's going to happen. You're going to have alternate organizations. You'll see. Certain classes of vessels traveling on international voyages are required by international convention to broadcast their AIS location signal at all times. And I'm quoting, the only reason why you would turn off your AIS transponder is if you don't want to be found. No shit. Genius right here. John Lusk, the COO of data and analytics firm Spire, previously told Insider. We could have figured out without this weasel, what's his name, Lusk. Of course they don't want to be found. What do you expect? Controlled all the time? Controlling their ass as well? Moreover now, as I said, these guys are just going to create alternate organizations, alternate rules, and all that. If they will not be able to function. I'm still surprised they still abide by the international treaties. To be honest with you, I would just move out. I would say, well, you know what? I'm done with you guys. I want to be a rogue state right now. And we're going to admit me? No. Then I would go wherever I want, do whatever I want, because I can. Like the other one does. And when you catch the other one, it's going to be like, what are I going to do about it? Nothing. So, shush, go. But that's how it happens with the other ones, when they're caught with their pants down and the thing inside, going to say what? Oh, nothing to see here. Move on. So it's all about how much you got. If you got this, you can afford things. What are they going to do to you? You see, what are they going to do to Russia that they haven't done yet? Boom, pop, 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 pop. That's it. What else? And that's done. Take their assets, already done. Froze them, already done. Kicked out from SWIFT, already done. Embargoes will be. Sanctions, done. You know, isolated. It's not isolated, but nevertheless, let them be in their own world over there. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.